Okay everyone, this is Eyelashes video take 2, because once again, I'm a doghead, and instead of pressing pause, I press stop recording. So you know what? Wow, you get 2 eyeshadow. You've already done your eyeshadow, Marilee. Have a cup of coffee and I'll lie down. Jesus. Okay, anyway, moving on. Eyelashes. Got it right this time. Okay, things that I use for eyelashes. One thing which I didn't really believe in this theory at first, but it does help, I think. It's not a big noticeable difference, but it does. Eyelash curlers. If you curl your eyelashes before you stick on your false eyelashes, they just seem to sit up a bit better and take the glue a bit better. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think that's what I've found. Anyway, up to you. If you don't want to curl your eyelashes, don't curl your eyelashes. It's cool, you know, you do you. There's lots of different types of tweezers out there to apply fake eyelashes. I sometimes like to use just normal average tweezers because I can get the point right in here to glue the eyelash right into my inner corner. There's also these type of ones. They're kind of good to like fit to the curve of your eye and press the eyelash kind of in, especially if it's being difficult and it won't stick. And plus they've got this little applicator thing on the end that I just kind of like to go along and press the glue down with. Now, this is actually probably what I'm thinking is why I find eyelashes so difficult. This is just my personal opinion, not my professional opinion. So if anyone disagrees, that's cool. I reckon your eyelash application is only as good as your glue. If you've got crappy, really runny glue that takes ages to tack off, it just makes life really, really, really hard. Well, harder than it should be. I like this glue here because it has this really nice thin applicator brush, so you can get it right along the edge of where you're going to glue the falsie to your eye. Also, when it goes on, it kind of has like this iridescent look, so you can see it on the black eyelashes or whatever it is you're using. Also, it doesn't take as long as some of the glues to tack off. What I mean by tack off is that once you've applied the glue, if you leave it to dry just for a little bit and it gets like the glue partially dries and it becomes like tacky. So some of the glues out there that I've used, oh my god, the glue is runny like water and it doesn't tack off, and you have to fully leave it to tack off for about 20 minutes while you go away and have a cup of coffee. Anyway, mascara. Once the eyelashes are glued on, you can use your mascara to kind of blend your natural eyelashes into the false ones. And most important of all, eyelashes. I know it doesn't look like eyelashes, does it? Oh, look at that. It looks like a disco ball. Ooh, ooh. Anyway, moving on. Eyelashes. These ones are quite thick, and they're actually purple and black because, as you can see, I've done like a purple and red smoky eye look today. So I just thought, you know what, why not? Let's just use those ones. Anyway, so what we're going to do first, as I said earlier, we're going to curl the eyelashes. Well, I'm going to curl my eyelashes. If you don't want to, that's cool too. Coffee first so I don't stuff up again. Oh my god. Definitely more human. Shout out to my sister. Love you. Okay, so it fits to the curve of your eye and you just slowly close it. You can tell if it's not on right because it actually pulls on the eyelashes in this really weird way that actually does not feel all that great. Funny story. One time I was curling my eyelashes and there was this huge noise outside. If you know me, you'll know that I've got PTSD. One of my triggers is noise outside. So I've got the eyelash curler up to my eyelashes like this, and I'm squeezing it. Next minute, noise outside. So I get startled, jump up, but forget to release the eyelash curler from my eye. And yeah, I ended up with no eyelashes at one point because I've kind of pulled it away when I startled, but I didn't release it, so all my eyelashes were like stuck to there. Anyway, moving on. Again, I'm sure you needed to know that, but anyway, doesn't matter. So, this can be as complicated or as simple as you want. It just depends. Like, I sometimes use tweezers to hold the eyelashes while I'm gluing. I don't think it's really necessary though. At the moment, I'm just kind of peeling off some of the old glue from the gluing edge. I can't remember what that's called right now, the name of which absolutely escapes me, so it doesn't matter. I might remember it later. I might not. I'll probably remember at 4 o'clock this morning, but you know what, who cares? Yeah, I think that it just depends on what's easiest for you. If you find it easier to hold them with tweezers while you glue, well, that's great. Anyway, so I'm going to get my glue, and I hope you can all see this because I'm having issues with lighting again. So if you can't, I'm really sorry. I'll try to get that sorted. Okay, so this is our eyelash. We're going to glue along that edge there. So I'm just going to try and hold this up so that you can see, but it's kind of awkward. So I'm just brushing the glue along that straight, well, not straight, but that curved edge there that's going to fit up against the lash line. I'm just making sure I'm coating it quite well because we don't want it to not stick in one area and then it's hanging off weirdly. I don't know whether you can see that, but can you see like the iridescent bluish colour? So that's the glue. So we're just going to pop that one down and I'm just going to glue the other one and then I'll try to pause. Hopefully I do it right, or otherwise we might end up with eyelash video Mark 3. How about that? Anyway, so we're gluing again along this edge here that's going to fit up against the top lash line. Okay, so that's that. Now, see there's our glue. Might need a little bit more on this end. I like to put a little bit extra on the end that's going on the inner corner of the eye. Because the tear duct's right there, I just find that it doesn't glue as well, especially if your eye starts watering while you're gluing them on. Now, I'm just going to pause for about 5 minutes for that glue to tack off, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to put these on. Now, I've made sure I'm pressing pause this time, so we should have success. Alright everybody, looks like I've successfully resumed the video this time, and I've let my glue dry just a little bit, hoping that we can have some success with eyelashes today, because this week I haven't had much success with eyelashes. It's been a bit of a nightmare, really. Now, so I'm just going to take the one that I put the glue on first, because that one will be tacked off the most, if that makes sense, because the glue's been on the longest. I'm just going to, like, hold it with my tweezers like this, because then I'll be able to press it into my lash line, because we've got that curve of the eye shape. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to look in my mirror, because, again, the lighting's not great and I can't really see. I could be sticking the eyelash on my eyebrow, on my forehead. That would be funny. That would be funny. Anyway, so I'm just going to hold it up, and I'm just hovering it above my eyelash line just to see where I want it to be. And then I'm just going to press it down for about 10 seconds. And then I'm just going to slowly open the tweezers so it kind of presses it in even more. And then I'm going to just release. Now that looks really weird, but there's a method to my madness, okay? So we've got adhesion in the middle. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press it at the edges. So I'm pressing on that inner corner. Now I'm just going to press it down at the edge, and we've encountered our first problem. It's not wanting to stick today. I sometimes find with eyelashes that you know when their lifespan's at an end, because when you can't get all the residual glue off and you apply new glue and they just won't stick. That's when I find it's time for a new set. I've had these ones for a while now, so yeah, it might be time for a new set. So I'm just pressing it into my lash line just so I can get it to stick a bit better. Sometimes if it's sticking okay but not perfectly, I'll just leave it, because when I put my liquid eyeliner on, while the eyeliner's still wet, I'll press the eyelash into that eyeliner, and while the eyeliner dries, it kind of helps it to stick a bit more. So this one, I'm happy with the position. It's just not sticking quite perfectly yet, but we're just going to leave it so that it can like adhere and dry a bit more, and then we might press it in a bit more. So I'm going to take my second one now. Hopefully this one decides to cooperate. And I'm just going to repeat on the other side. I'm just making sure I've got it where I want it, and I'm just going to press down for about 10 seconds. And I'm just going to open those tweezers so that it presses it in a bit further. That one's actually really good. What's going on with you, mate? Unreal. Anyway, so it's kind of a bit skew with. Might have spoken too soon. Yeah, it's not impressing me. See, it's just not even sticking. So let's try again. I swear, sometimes I have issues with certain things for ages. Like, see, look, it's just dropped off again. Like, what is this? It used to be eyebrows. I used to hate doing my eyebrows all the time because I could never do it. I was so bad at it. But I think I've gotten better. I know my sister always tells me she's got eyebrow envy of me, so I must have improved, I reckon. Nah, this one's not sticking to save its life. It's just being stupid. I'm getting upset. So I'm just going to put a little more glue, but just lightly, because I don't want to put huge amounts of glue and then have to wait again. Unreal. I'm just going to try and dry it a bit. Maybe if we do this, it'll work today. I'm just going to... That is atrocious, Merrily. God. I'm just going to plonk it on there, you know. It is what it is. We're just going to go with it. Actually, it's not that bad. Actually, it is that bad. Okay, we might pause the video while I do this. This could take a while. Okay, so, they're on. Let's just put it that way, okay? I'm not impressed, but you know what? I'm over it. They're in place, and they don't look that bad. Like, I don't look like I've got the crazy eye or something. Anyway, so, eyelashes. Gotta love it. Moving on. You know what? I was just sitting here thinking, I wonder what... We've just done eyelashes. What will the next one be? And I did like all the extra eyeshadow things last time. I didn't like that video though. I didn't think it was my best. So we might do something like... Because I've changed my makeup routine a little bit lately. We might do something like eyebrows and like finishing off or something like that. But of course we've got the surprise video to come too. So you know what, who cares? I'm like really into not putting on pressure on myself at the moment, because why? Anyway, so while I've been rabbiting on, they've had a few minutes to kind of dry and hang in there a bit, and you know, they're just vibing, like, you know. Anyway, so we're going to put on some mascara. Anyway, so this is a new one I just got. I kind of like it. You know, I'm not mad at it. Love you, Jeffree Star. Okay, so I'm just gonna, like, I'm kind of just, you can't even see, I'm kind of just coating the underneath, trying to make it look like everything belongs together. What's not helping me is that, as you can see just there, it's flipping up a bit, so it's not really glued on the inner corner all that well, but that's okay, because as I said before, when I put on my liquid eyeliner, I'll like pull a Swiftie and I'll like try and glue it down with eyeliner. You know what? Who cares? If it works and it looks good, I'm all for it. Oh my god, my skin looks so powdery today. I hate it. It's disgusting. Like, why? And I'm just like, as you can tell, I'm just kind of trying to separate my underneath eyelashes because they're so tiny. They just look like they're not even there, you know. Some people put eyelashes on the bottom lid. I don't think I could cope with that. Like, I've had enough trouble just putting this stupid set on. You know what I mean? Okay, so there's that. That one's not glued properly either. And you know what? I don't care. I'll fix it up later. Okay, so that's eyelashes. Alright? Just goes to show that no matter how many times you've done it before, things can happen that are not your fault. Anyway, if you're on my Facebook and you see this video and you want me to post a photo of the finished look, drop me a comment and I'll try and do that. Okay, everybody. So, see you in the next video.